We on up. Hey, it's the I.S.U.P.K. 1 West 125th Street. We're all under commanding General Yahanna. Hey, look, everybody subscribe to this YouTube channel. We need 1,000 subscribers. We need it immediately. You understand? So we can keep bringing you that hard-hitting, priestly, biblical prophets that people have been kicking out for years, man. We want to continue to bring that out. We got a humongous school, man, that we got to keep bringing it to the people. The people need to know where to come out in Baltimore, man. They need to know where to come for relief. You understand? So everybody subscribe to this channel, I.S.U.P.K, Be More, MD. Let's get that done as soon as possible, man. It is absolutely imperative. And look, one thing I wanted to say real quick before I turn the class over to Preaching Officer Al-Azhar. Look, they found, what was it, $10 million in cocaine at the port in Baltimore the other day. $10 million goddamn dollars in cocaine, tons of it, coming right out of the goddamn harbor, because where else would it be coming from? And like I always said, all of this dope is coming from the government, man. There's no other place that it could possibly be coming from, and we need to stop fooling our goddamn selves, man. This is chemical warfare. Look, a lot of white folks I talk to will say, well, yeah, they put it in your neighborhood, yeah, because they know that they're putting it in our damn neighborhood. But they'll say, but you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to touch it. You look, that's the same thing as saying, well, yeah, I let mustard gas off in your goddamn neighborhood, but you didn't have to stand downwind and sniff it. You didn't have to inhale it. Yeah, it's burning up your lungs and melting your damn skin, but you didn't have to inhale it. Like, white people are the most unrighteous bastards that mankind ever produced, man. I mean, they are wild, man. $10 million. How the hell are black people transported? Gotta be kept cool. Look, man. Look, our neighborhoods are being subsequently destroyed, man. And then off of all the crime and destruction that's created off of the dope, then they come in and say, well, we're gonna save you and put a whole lot of racist police officers in your community that's gonna terrorize your children, lock up innocent men and women, put dope on you, and make what's already a difficult situation even more difficult. Kill your children, that's right. But see, white people benefit off of this carnage, man. They benefit. Matter of fact, give me that scripture, man. Wait a minute, let me hit one quick scripture real quick. When it says, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Give me that real quick. Give me that real quick. You know, I can't kick off the actual verse in the scriptures. Like some of them I can, but you know, like the scriptures say, that the word will be written on our hearts, man. So I know it's in there. I just got to get it, you know what I mean? Like, well, you know, like this society is so goddamn egregious. And give me Lamentations 4:18. Like this society is so goddamn egregious to us, man, that nobody can understand the hell that we catching here in this country, man. Because they'll say, oh, we elected a black president. You got black rich people. What the hell does that have to do with the masses of black people that's being destroyed by all of this cocaine and all of this dope that they dumping in our damn neighborhoods, man? Because the rich amongst us, they don't dwell with us. They don't commune with us. They don't help us. You understand that? You got that out? Lamentations 4:18.
17.
Start at 17. 4:17. Go ahead, Gabaldo, you got it. 4:17, man. Go ahead.
Lamentation 4:17. As for us,
black, Hispanics, Native Indians, as for us, the Bible is specific. It's talking about us, the Jews of the Bible. As for us, it's not talking about everybody, man, because everybody ain't catching this hell. Dope ain't being placed in everybody's neighborhood, man. White folks, Chinese folks, Korean folks, Arab folks, they're able to grow up in a drug-free, stress-free environment, man. These environments that black people are growing up in, you know what it does to us, man? It damn near destroys our humanity. If we weren't the people that we are, we'd be much worse. Oh, tell you something. If white people was having this type of hell put on them, they'd jump off buildings, man. They didn't kill them damn selves, man. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take the stress and the pain. And not only that, everybody blames black people for it. When black people don't have the political or financial prowess to even do nothing like $10 million in cocaine coming off the port, man. Go ahead, Adam.
As for us, Lamentation 4:17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help.
Our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. Meaning we're looking for some help that's in vain. It's never going to happen. It's idiotic. We're looking for some help that's never going to happen. That's the definition of insanity. We keep looking and looking and looking for some specific help that's never going to goddamn happen. Go ahead.
And our watching,
our looking for that help. Go ahead.
we have watched for a nation.
We have watched for a nation. We look for a nation that first, before we ask them and beg them, weeping and whining for their goddamn help, we got to forgive them for all the barbarism that they've done to us. So we can't even take into account all the atrocities that they've committed to us, but we got to go to them and ask them for help. We got to ask this nation for help. This is vain help, help that's never going to happen. Go ahead.
That could not save us.
That could not save us. That's why it's in vain. The nation that we're looking at to help us is the same goddamn nation that's destroying us. All of this cocaine, man. All of this is coming in from South America. And we already know what Reagan did and every subsequent president after Reagan and what their policies were for South America. Trump is just amping it up. Look, America has been, North America, white America, has been destabilizing South America for decades, man. It started off with Reagan giving guns to the Contras, giving guns to all of these cartels, mechanized weaponry, man, making them more powerful than the government and the police. So the people down there are being terrorized, man, by drug gangs. They just trying to get the hell out of there to try to live, make a damn life. The white man is going to our own people in South America, trading guns for weapons, and all of the dope that they're creating and manufacturing is being transported by the government into black neighborhoods, man. We know that all of this dope is coming out of the richest of counties. Los Angeles County, Hollywood, Orange County. Knowing this for years. The police know this. But because the government is doing it, can't nobody do a damn thing about it. And all of these drug wars and all of this nonsense that Nixon and Reagan created, they ain't never put a dent in all the dope that come up here. Because they never meant to stop it. They're the ones that's putting it there in the first place. And this is what the Bible is explaining. It's saying we're looking for a nation for vain help. Help that's never going to happen. Because this nation is the one that's destroying us, man. But yet, we keep watching for them and begging for reparations. For what? What did we get reparations? What did we get the reparations? What are we going to do with the reparations? Spend it with white people. What the hell else we going to do? Spend it with Korean people. That would be a stimulus for the American government, man. Buy the dope that they selling, that's what we'll do with the reparations. Buying the damn dope that they peddling in our damn neighborhoods. Read out. Come on now.
They hunt, Lamentation 4 and 18. They hunt our steps.
They hunt our damn steps, man. They hunt us like a goddamn animal. You got to understand what hunting is. The white man hunts us. He ain't got to put his damn hands on us. He laid traps for us. Like the $10 million in cocaine he puts in our damn neighborhood every day. That's just one day. 10 million, that may not even be a day. That might be a goddamn afternoon. It's a trap and a snare. And as soon as we touch it, we die. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it don't matter. We die. They hunt us, man. Like a damn predator, man. And we still looking for them for help while they're hunting us. They smelling for us, sniffing for us, tracking us, watching our movements, what we do, dissecting our bodies, extracting our melanin and our skin cells and our stem cells, finding out how we think, how we work, psychologically, mentally, hunting us, man. Esau was a hunter. A hunter, man. He's hunting us. Knows everything about us, man. And even more importantly, he knows who our God is. And that's why he hates us. That's why he's never going to stop pushing dope, because he needs us to sin. Because as long as we sin, we'll never be on top. We got to come back to the Lord, man. Go ahead, Al.
Lamentation 4:18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets.
Hey, look, soon we ain't gonna be able to go in our goddamn streets, man. You better believe it's another slaughter coming. See, I'm a student, very studious, very observant. I not only watch my friends, I watch my enemies. And I watch how they talk on their social media accounts. They want blood. They tired of just watching black people die off the dope that they put in their communities. They want to get their hands wet because they hate us that much. They want to get their hands wet. There's going to be a time when we can't even go in our damn streets. Because for real, it's like that now. It's like that now. It's a lot of people so goddamn terrorized, they won't even come out their door. I noticed that years ago in the projects, down Murphy Homes and down Flag projects, where there was so much drugs in the damn hallways, the children couldn't even come out their goddamn house for all the dope. Any more on that? Go ahead.
Our end is near.
Our end is near, man. The end is near. And look, we got to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's the only way we gonna win here. That's the only way we gonna overcome this madness, man. Because this white man got us doing everything under the sun. We homosexuals, we even dealing in bestiality now, man. We got the sickness of the spirit of the white man all over us, man. We sick with it. Look, our bodies, our minds are not acclimated to take that kind of evil, man. We're not made to deal in that kind of evil and abominations and wickedness, man. That's why we have the laws. We must come out of it or die. With that, I'm going to turn the class over to the precinct officer of 50 hours. Powerful right there. Shalom, Israel. I.S.U.P.K. 1 West, 125th Street. Man in GEN.YAHANNA. This man has been bringing this truth out since 1969. You understand? We're going to continue to bring that truth out. You understand? We're going to continue to produce powerful priests. You understand? Like Officer Kawan. You understand? Officer 5,000. You understand? We are a lot of silliness that you know what I mean, our people get subjected to, that we need to understand. And we need to come up out of it. One of the biggest things that hold us down is when we tap into the heathen's culture. You understand? The way that they live, you understand? Their fears become our fears. You understand? And there's no reason for it. Their fears because they have no God. You understand? Most High chose us. We are a chosen people. We are a holy people. You understand? That's why we must not hearken the ways of the heathen. You understand? But we do. We quick to fall into their traps. You understand? like, you know, me, I was born, we're out of Lamentations 4 and 18. They hunt our steps. You understand? They're hunters. They hunt our steps. We fall for their traps. One of their traps that's definitely laid out for us is the false gods. You understand? I want to try, hopefully, tonight bring out some facts that'll help, that'll destroy a lot of silly superstitions. You understand? One thing I want to bring out first is we got people, a lot of times, like, it's hard for people to come up out of Christianity. And one of the things that make those people not want to come up out of that is the false priesthood that they come up under, which is they think that their priest is somebody special because this man speaks in tongues. You know what I'm saying? They speak in tongues. You understand? And their definition of tongues. That's, you know what I mean. So I want to bring out Acts 2 and 1. I want to try to hopefully debunk some of this craziness. You understand? But in fact, before we get into that, definitely subscribe. You understand? My kids, they watch a bunch of YouTube channels and everything. One of the things they always say on there at the end of their videos, go prank videos and all that. I see all of it because it's on my dad's account, on my account. I got the Fire Stick, YouTube is on there. I come down, I look for a video, old video, I.S.U.P.K video. I got to scroll forever because the kids got on there and looked up a whole bunch of other stuff. But one of the things they said at the end of it is subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You understand? Please subscribe. Smash that like button. You understand? Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You understand? We're on a mission. You understand? We need our people to help us succeed because we are a nation. We get punished as a nation. We will succeed as a nation. We definitely need our people. Subscribe to it. Check out our Facebook page. You know, hit us up. Subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. Be More MD. You understand? Just type it in your search bar. Hit that subscribe button. That'll be a big help for us. So we continue to keep blazing y'all and giving y'all the truth and undo the evil that Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, whatever you into, or whatever other crazy, whatever religion you into. If you feel like you are a religious person, understand you need these classes. You understand? Because you're definitely under a spell. But you got that for me, sir? Acts 2 and 1.
Come on. Acts 2 and 1. And when the day of Pentecost was finally come, they were all with one accord in one place.
All right, so what this is right here, this is, if you've been fortunate enough to ever join us in an I.S.U.P.K event when we celebrate the High Holy Day, then you'll understand that this is a day that everybody comes together. You understand? I just got pretty much my first big, I went to the Passover. This is my first Passover. You know what I mean? Most High Christ. I got to spend that with brothers from all over the world. You understand? Everybody came down, it was love. You understand? Like, it was beautiful. You meet some of that, you know what I mean? I'm looking at brothers that I watch diligently on YouTube. These brothers, I get to have a conversation with them. It's a beautiful thing. Please come down. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance, definitely come on up. And whenever we have, you know, with the Passover, any high holy day. We got high holy days here in Baltimore. It's like, what's the address? 24, 34, 28, 34, 28 Eastern Avenue. You understand? We'll always put it out, let you know when the next high holy day is. Please come on down and show love. But yeah, that's pretty much what that event was. That was first Feast of First Fruits. Where all the brothers came down and came to celebrate together. You all, sir.
And suddenly, verse 2, and suddenly there came a sound from heaven as a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting.
You understand? This is a mighty wind that came in. So where everybody was at, all the brothers was at, everybody, brothers and sisters, everybody in there celebrated. It came in the house, a strong wind. You understand? You already imagine what that is, a wind. You got the door shut. You feel a strong wind. You're like, what else got the fan on? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Go ahead, sir.
Acts 2 and 3, and there appeared unto them cloven tongues like a fire.
Come on now, man. Right here, that's a cloven tongue. You know what I mean? That's pretty much a tongue. It's split. You understand? Like a split like a coat, like it's split. Pretty much like a white man's tongue. You understand? The tongue split. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And it sat upon each of them.
Yeah, now you can imagine that. Now we, everybody in one room, it's a high holy day. We all there together. And then you got a strong wind come in, just blowing a strong wind. And you like, what the hell is going on? You like, you know what I mean? What's happening? So you see on brothers, you see a cloven tongue on top of a brother. Another, a brother next to you, looking like, you understand, like, what's going on? Like, how is this possible? Like, you know what I mean? You scared out of your mind. You don't know what's going on. You understand? Acts 2 and verse 4. And they were all filled with the Holy Ghost and began to speak with other tongues. You understand? As the Spirit gave them utterance. Now, pretty much what this is telling you that they're speaking other languages. You understand? They're all in one room, but everybody's in there. You understand? Like, you got brothers from all over the world. You got brothers from China, Arabia. Like, you got people from all parts of the world in one room. Everybody starts speaking everybody else's language. So everybody, their mind is blown at that point. You got it from Acts 2 and verse 5.
Acts 2 and 5, and there was dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
Now this right here, you already know that the brothers, you understand? Because it said Jews were there. You understand? So that's already telling you, that's the black man right there. It's already telling you that that's brothers all together in the room together. Go ahead, sir.
Devout men out of every nation under heaven.
And this is devout men. So these are pretty much these priests. These are, prophets. These are brothers. These are strong, you know what I mean, brothers. That's all came together to celebrate this high holy day. Go ahead. Out of every nation. Come on. I mean, they pretty much all the Israelite nations. You understand? Coming from all over.
Showing that Israel was scattered according to Deuteronomy 28:64. That's what it's showing that all brothers of those 12 tribes, when they were scattered, was coming out of every nation for that feast day.
Come.
Yeah. Meaning there was brothers that were Greeks, there was brothers that were Roman, there was brothers that were in the land of Assyria, in Egypt, because we have been enslaved in a lot of these places. So when it says devout men, when the Bible talks about devout men, it's talking about priests. It's talking about priests. Just like when the Bible was talking about Cornelius, and they were saying, Cornelius was a white man, a Roman. It called Cornelius a devout man. This was a black man, a priest. He was just fighting for the Roman army. Like the Italian band. Italian band, which is a Roman army. He was fighting for them. But these are brothers that came out of all of the nations in which they were scattered. You got to understand, because the southern kingdom was completely scattered into all of these other nations. So brothers came back speaking different languages from, where they're at. Just like we are Americans, but we Israelites. And you're going to have, and when we come all back together, you're going to have Israelites that are Spanish speaking. You're going to have Israelites from France. You're going to have Israelites from Vietnam. Because we was over there fighting for the white man, having children over there. You're going to have different Israelites from the different islands, Hawaii, different islands like that, speaking different languages. But we all one flesh. We all related, like the sands of the sea. So that part is important.
Definitely. What to stop there?
Verse 6.
Verse 6. What is that?
Acts 2 and 6. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own tongue. Own language.
Wow. Now you gotta understand, like, this is, imagine us here in Baltimore. You understand? We are, matter of fact, imagine we go somewhere, we go to another state for a high holy day. And you got a brother from France get to speak, you understand? This brother get to talk. And he's speaking his language, but he know how to speak. But every man hears that in his own language. He's speaking French, but I'm hearing English. You understand? A China, you know what I mean? A brother from China, he's hearing Chinese. You understand? Like, everybody's hearing their own language. You understand? Like, that's pretty much, that's how it's broken down. Like, you gotta understand that everybody's blown away. They're like, hold on.
Salaki, if I could. Christians think tongues is I'm These were simply Israelites that were out of every nation who was speaking different languages of their own language. That's all it is.
Right.
And now the Lord is allowing them to hear communication. Everybody can hear their own language and understand what everybody is saying. That's all that is. Go ahead.
And I know you probably gonna go into it, so I ain't gonna elaborate on it. But Paul spoke about that, them speaking in tongues like that. He said it's something good and bad about it.
Matter of fact, if you can get me 1 Corinthians, I know you already know what you probably already did. 1 Corinthians 14:4.
1 Corinthians 14 or 12 or 14 or 2, sir.
Give me 14. Give me 14 and 4 verse. Give me 14 and 4. 2. Come on. 14 and 4. Wow.
Come on. 1 Corinthians 14 and 2. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto God. For no man understandeth him, howbeit in the spirit he speak of mysteries.
Like, if you don't, you speaking in mysteries, like, who won't understand? Understand? Like, nobody understands what you're saying. Understand? Like, you can't be up here, you can't be with the shemla and all that, humna, kind of like, we got that, what's his name, the honeymoon.
God, Ralph Cram.
Ralph Cram. You can't, ain't nobody understanding none of that. You understand? Like, matter of fact, let me get verse 4, son. You understand? Let's go break down 2 a little more.
If you want me to.
Come on.
It says, for he speaketh in an unknown tongue, speaketh not unto men, but of God, but unto God. So this was Paul saying that he could speak the tongue of angels, which is you know, in what the Most High, in the language that the Most High had, but also he could speak the mysteries that the Most High had left for him. You know, how Christ had spoken parables, and you know, Christ spoke to other different brothers everywhere. Christ could speak their language. It says, "But to God, for no man understandeth him." So, you know, this is talking about speaking another language. It's not talking about talking in these different tongues and you got the Holy Ghost, was ain't even supposed to be in the Bible, it's supposed to be Holy Spirit.
Okay.
And you know, jumping up and down and acting like you in a seizure. Let's talk about being able to speak in another tongue and edifying and letting that brother or that sister know that this is what I'm saying. And it says,
brother, then you got ahead of it.
Oh, right.
Salaki, so you got a question?
No, I see something when you look further down, talking about interpretation.
I
I see it further down.
So I didn't memorize the whole thing though.
No, that was my question. I was gonna ask about it being interpreted. If you're speaking in my own tongue, shouldn't there be someone there to interpret for others?
Come, definitely. Matter of fact, we're gonna get there. Matter of fact, we're gonna get there now. What's that, 14, what's that, 20, that down, 27, I think,
I
yeah,
said
27.
number 5. I mean, you still have,
Still,
and 5 is where I first see it.
come. What, you got that, sir?
1 Corinthians 14 and 5. I would that ye all spake with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy.
It's pretty much Paul saying, like, all right, I hear that you all speak in tongues. It's good, you know what I'm saying? But I'd rather you prophesy. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear the whole, all everything, all the words that nobody understands. I hear it. It's good. You know what I mean? It sounds cool. But I'd rather you prophesy something that we can all understand. Go ahead, son.
For greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's better that you prophesy. Like, it's better that you give us something that we can get. You know what I'm saying? You speaking with some more, you know what I mean, some yamla, hala, all that. It might sound cool. It might be like, man, that's the man. That's that dude right there. But what good is it going to do? You know what I mean? The congregation. Go ahead, son.
Except he interpret.
You understand? Like, if you don't explain to us what you saying, what the hell is the point? You understand? Like, why? What are you doing that? Like, why are you doing all that? Like, you putting on the show. You understand? And you looking stupid to, you know what I mean, prophets that know better. You understand? You look silly then. So it's like, oh, this dude's really tough. Go ahead, son.
That the church may receive edifying.
You understand? Like, we need the word. You understand? If we come in to get the word, to hear some goddamn made up words, or, you know what I mean, some sounds, like, what good is that going to do? That's not edifying us. We need help. We come in for help. You understand? Like, we get slaughtered out here. You understand? We get murdered on the streets. You understand? We looking for help. We're not looking for some dude that's going to speak some craziness, and then, you know what I mean, think you're going to get something. You understand? Like, that's not going to help us at all. You got something to say?
Oh, I was going to just say, you know, how they do in the church. It's only, God know what I say, it's only between me and God. Paul said you must edify the church, so ain't nothing in secret.
Right. As a matter of fact, give me 33. Let me get verse 33.
God.
You understand? Like, we gotta understand that when we come get the word, we come for help. We don't come for some dude to be sweating. You understand? Dancing around and acting a fool. And you know what I mean? We come for help. We come to these classes for help. You understand? Well, you got this up.
1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For The Most High is not the author of confusion.
You understand? That right there. Like if you confused in the middle, at the end of that church, that service, just understand, like that's not of the Lord. The Lord said He's not the author of confusion. You're not gonna be confused. If it's something that you don't understand, you're gonna get that understanding. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, and even in you skipped ahead a little bit. Matter of fact, let me get verse 29 and stuff. Matter of fact, hold up. Verse 28, sir.
Verse 28, God.
Is that Salah? Verse 27.
God. 1 Corinthians 14 and 27. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by 2 or at the most by 3, and that by course, and let one interpret.
Pretty much saying, like, so if your preacher is talking, if he, you know what I mean, Hamala Hala, he all that, you understand? So he about to blow that joint up, you know what I mean? If he's speaking like that, it should be another brother next to him speaking, telling you, you understand? All right, look, this is what he said. You understand? He said, do this. The Most High said, look, don't be evil. The Most High said, don't sell drugs to you. You know what I mean? To your family. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? He should say, it should be interpreted. That they should give you some kind of understanding for you to know, all right, don't do this. Don't do that. Do this. Do this. Don't do that. You understand? You go with that? You got that? All right. So, matter of fact, you go ahead and hit skip to 27 real fast. Did we do 27? Slide.
28.
Go to 28, sir.
Come on, I'll be cut. 1 Corinthians 14 and 28. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent in the church.
You understand? Shut the hell up. You know what I mean? Shut your dumb ass up and all that. I'm in that 100. Like, you understand? So like, sir. You understand? Like, you don't feed out people that garbage. You understand? When you know you ain't talking nothing. It ain't nothing real that you saying. Like, don't feed out people that. You know you're there to put on the show. Like, I need everybody to understand these scriptures because this is what's going to help us. This is what's going to get us up out of the demon that is Christianity. You understand? Because that right there is what's breaking our people down. Because we look to these people for help. You understand? And then this is the help we get. A bunch of words that we don't understand. Then you got our grandmothers in there. You understand? They in there. They going off. They shaking and all that. But it's not real. Like they not even getting paid to do it. But they a part of it because they believe it. Like their body or their mind is telling them somehow, I gotta say these weird words that don't mean nothing. That's not no language.
Right.
Don't nobody in the world speak whatever you think you speaking. Like it's just some sound. Like you going up, you sweaty, you got your grandkids nervous as hell. Then everybody sitting next to you looking at you like, oh my God. And at the end of the night, you back to, you know what I mean, at the end of the service, you back to normal. And everybody looking like, dang, maybe God don't love me. That's what I used to think. Like, dang, maybe I'm not a good guy. You know, for some reason, like maybe I'm doing something wrong because I never got the Holy Ghost. Like I never felt that before. Like that's what it leads you to be thinking, like, what am I doing wrong? Do I gotta be old as hell? You understand? Like that's the only way you can get the Holy Spirit if you old. So I gotta hand a little fan, I gotta flip open the fan and blow myself because like I gotta do what I gotta do in order to feel the Holy Ghost. Like the thing is, we think that speaking in tongues is something other than what the Bible speaks of. When the whole time it's talking about speaking in other languages. You understand? You got something up?
What Paul was saying about this, if you speaking in an unknown tongue, you jumping around doing all these things, like you said, giving a show, Paul had called that malice and wickedness because he was writing to the churches and was seeing some of that go on. So he was calling that, since nobody had an interpreter and nobody know what anybody's saying, he was calling that malice, which is wickedness. You up there speaking all this tongue, but nobody can understand you. and then you turn around and say, oh, that's between me and my God. The Most High say he revealed his secrets unto the prophets. So that's why ain't nothing is secret.
That was heavy stuff. Wow, for that. That right there. And I want to break in, you know what I mean, speaking of all this unnecessary and just fakeness that's going on. All of it, you know what I mean, can be attributed to superstition. You understand? And that's what I want to hit on. Like that's something that we need to hit. I need to hit on that to help our people out. You understand? Because it's still certain things that brothers and sisters believe in. You know what I mean? Brothers and sisters, like you can't walk down the street with a brother in the world and a pole be right there. You understand? Brother, oh, what you doing? Don't do that. Don't cross that pole, man.
Right.
Come on over here.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? You got and you still can't cross because that brother gonna feel like, yo, I can't walk, I can't do what this dude no more.
Right.
He trying to, you know what I mean? I got everything I'm doing in my life. You gonna bring that down by crossing the pole? Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to deal with it. Understand? Like, if I can get Ecclesiasticus 30 and 19. You understand? We need to destroy a bunch of this nonsense. You understand? Like, we need our people to be strong people. You understand? Not cowards of everything. You understand? Like that's the other nations are there to show us cowardice. You know what I'm saying? And they can show it so good because they don't have what we have. They don't have that power that we have. You understand? You got that, sir?
Ecclesiasticus 30 and 19. What good doth the offering unto an idol?
You understand? What good is you doing? You understand? Like people like if they when they got fears, their fears will destroy them. You understand? Like so they feel like, all right, okay, let me grab this cross. Let me do the cross, you know, to make sure that I'm good. I'm about to walk, so I'm going to the neighborhood that is contaminated with drugs and you know what I mean, dudes with up to no good. Let me pray first. Make sure I'm good. You know what I mean? So God will be with me. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
For neither can it eat nor smell.
Understand? Like you doing all these things, you got to what they do with Buddha? They feed it something, they give it.
They offer it food, they rub that Buddha belly, that's where you get that term from. They pray to it.
So you give it you give it some food and then what? Would you take the food away? They take the food away when it start to go bad.
They let it rot.
They just let it rot.
Mm-hmm.
So they see this food rot, but they still be like, he's spiritually eating. He took the spirit out of his apple. And now it's good. And what's left is the physical. You understand? Then they get the prophesying from that because the physical is not what we need. We need to eat the soul of this apple. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. You understand? Like it cannot eat. You understand? Your rocks, they cannot eat. You understand? Like all your idols, everything that you do for them, you cannot feed them and empower them. Because if they're God, why the hell do it need you to feed it? You understand? Like that's foolishness. And we don't understand that. Like we get caught up in traditions and a bunch of nonsense that we cannot explain. But for some reason we hold on tight to it for no reason. Like you should not hold on tight to these things when you don't understand it. I stopped saying bless you a long time ago because I didn't understand. My Ravy started like why you just against everything. Hell yeah. like, if I don't get it, I'm not gonna do it no more. Like, I just don't understand. You understand? Like, it's just, you gotta, what the scripture say, you know what I mean? When you're a child, walking.
When I was a child, I speak as a child.
Right. When I was a child, I spake as a child. But when I became a man, I put childish things away. You understand? Like, that's what we need to understand. Like, you need to, a part of life, a part of growing is learning. You understand? Like, you gotta understand as an intelligent adult that we get taught silliness all the time. So now we gotta understand that, all right, let me re-educate myself. Let me see what don't sound right, what sound like foolishness. Let me get up out of that. You know what I'm saying? You got some more on that side of that?
So is he that is persecuted of the Lord.
You understand? So is he that is persecuted of the Lord. So just understand. You think that like you gonna feed this fat dude, and he gonna, for somehow he gonna bless you. That you gave him an apple, or you put some food in front of him. But what you need to understand is that the Most High is destroying you because you're worshiping this idol. You understand? Because you grabbed the cross. You got the holy water. You see that? Anybody see the commercial for the holy water? Did y'all see that? You can order the holy water. Man, come on, go ahead.
What was that thing he was holding?
But on a commercial?
Yeah, he was holding something that looked like a dead foot. We might have been looking at the same thing. I kind of think sure, but this so-called priest was up there doing the holy water and taking scooping water and holding it over, looked like a dead cut off foot.
I didn't see that one. When I say they got the green screen in the back, that's what I saw. They just added some mountains and stuff like that in the background. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. Like, you're worshiping these things. You're turning to these things for help. You understand? You're spending money for these things. When you don't need no money to still worship the Most High. Like, everything you need to do is in your heart, is in your inward part. So what you need to do in order to serve the Most High. You don't need to spend any money. You don't need to send away. You don't need a P.O. box. You don't need none of that. All you need is, you know what I mean, get inward parts. You know what's right. All you need to do is study to show thyself approved. You understand? What's that? 19. We got. All right. It's pretty much that fear that has people running to idols. You understand? Like, it's your fear that fuels you. You understand? Because like, you need a quick and obtainable relief from your fear. So it's like, all right, thanks. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. What you got on that?
You got so I can say Titus 1:4.
I'm gonna get that.
Good. Wow.
1 and 4? All right, I'm gonna get that.
Good.
But yeah, like, you know what I mean, we got so many things that we worship. Like, you got, you know, everybody got, they got a horseshoe, they got a rabbit's foot. You understand? People don't even know that a rabbit's foot, that's a Roman god. Like, you know what I mean, the rabbit. Like, that's their god. But we grab a rabbit foot thing, like, you know what I mean, I'm gonna play the lottery. And the Most High is gonna bless it. He gonna these them numbers right here that I need. He gonna give me these numbers. And this is going to, I need this $50,000 or $20,000 or whatever, and I'm gonna be good. The Most High is gonna bless me with this because I'm worshiping the hell out of this rabbit foot or this horseshoe. You understand? Like, we need to understand, like, rubbing the cloth, the cloth that everybody got, or even like, you know what I mean, the brother and sister that do the Spanish, they got the long chains with the Virgin Mary on it and all that. Like, they idol worship. They don't even know that they idol worship. And even some of them might know, they just don't care. You understand? But just know that the Lord is against you. Like, you're hoping that everything is going to turn around, but the whole time the Lord is against you. Lies. The Lord is against you. That's what you need to understand. Like, you giving into idol worship because of your fears. Like everybody wants to take that fear, your precious fear from you that the Most High wants. Like we're supposed to fear God. That's you know what I mean. That's who we're supposed to fear. Like every day, I know it's a fight, a constant fight. Every day, to fight fear. But you gotta understand that everybody wants to take it. You understand? Yeah. Even when it comes to like the police, you understand, the government. Everybody wants to take your fear. But we have to be strong enough to not give them that fear. You understand? We have to give our fear to the Most High and do what the hell He wants us to do. That's how we get up out of this. That's how we get up out of this hell. You understand? You can go ahead and give me Titus 1 and 14. If you got something, we go ahead and get there. But I want to touch on Titus 1 and 14. Let me see one. You said 1 and you said 4? Let me see that.
It's 14. It's 14.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Titus 1 and 14.
Yeah.
Titus 1 and 14.
Uh-huh.
Not giving heed to Jewish fables.
You understand? Not giving heed to Jewish fables. You understand? This not like don't give into the fables that you've been taught ever since you was a child. You understand? Like don't give into Christmas. You understand? Those fables that Christ was born in Christmas. He was born on Christmas Day, on December 21st. You understand? And then 24th is the Eve. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't give in to those fables, those Jewish fables that tell you what to be afraid of and what you gotta do to get rid of that fear. Don't let nobody tell you that, all right, look, check this out. You gotta open and shut the window 3 times, light a candle, and then lay down. You understand? Like, don't get into silly stuff like that that'll make you feel like, that'll make you feel better. You understand? Because you believe what you've been taught. You understand? But it's not, it's not relevant. You understand? Like, it's not relevant to you getting closer to the Most High or you even getting out of this curse that we're in. Like, we're in a curse right now. We need to understand that we need to get out of the curse and get into the Most High's grace. So that, you know what I mean, not grace. We need to get into his, we need to get on his good side. You understand? Go ahead, sir. You got something?
No, just a little point. When it talks about not giving heed to Jewish fables, it's talking about myths, superstitions, and tall tales, basically lies.
Exactly. You don't want to get caught up in that, because all those things do is take you from the Most High. They'll keep you from the Most High. You understand? And you need to understand that anything outside of the Bible is going to keep you away from the Most High. Everything you need to know about the Most High is in the Bible. You understand? Everything that's going to make the Most High happy is in the Bible. You understand? We got, let me see. Matter of fact, let me get 15. We finished 14, right? No, we didn't. Go ahead, let me get the rest of that.
And commandments of men.
You understand? Like, these are things that man understands and that man will tell you. Boy, you better not cross that pole. Boy, you better throw that salt over your shoulder and make sure that you're good. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all get on our knees and pray. You understand? Before y'all hit that stripper pole. You understand? Everybody, you know what I mean? I know everybody know that. The strippers got a prayer that they make money. That they make that money before they get out there on the pole. You understand? Like silly things like this. People think, even people that bless that say they pray before they eat, they strip crab and lobster. Really thinking that the Most High is going to bless that. You know what I mean? You up there thinking that you're really doing right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really stop everybody. Hold up. Bow your head, boy. Bow your head. Come on, man. Let's say these prayers real quick. Bless that food, you know what I mean? Bless a Thanksgiving dinner. You understand? Thinking that you're doing something right. You've been led astray by Christian preaching. Christian preaching, man. You understand? Like, that's what we need to understand. You understand? That's the commandment of men. You understand? That turn from the truth. You understand? That's far from the truth. You understand? Go ahead, so you guys up.
Okay. And you right about those superstitions, because back when you was in the world, you ate unlawful food, but at this point, my mother had finally gave me the big piece of chicken because Poppy said he wasn't going to be home, right? So I'm up there, had my mouth all watering for it. Right. We holding hands at the table, bowing our heads, get ready to pray. Mm-hmm. And when I opened my eyes, my brother up there smacking his lips. He took my damn chicken. Oh, yes. Yeah. I was mad. I'm like, we praying for what? I was like, this thief just stole my chicken. I was grievous that day, but we settled it. But that shows you that, it's a man's tradition, like you said. It's a superstition. It's not real. The most I give you, the most I take away. So exactly. Like
the thing is, like we give in to that fear. Like that's the biggest thing. Like we give in to fear, and we so scared that we just anything that somebody's gonna tell us is gonna make it better. That's what we think. Like that's what we do. We give into that. You understand? Let me get matter of fact, we can move down to some titles. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 30 and 20. You understand? Like we just need to understand that we need strength. You understand? We can't be weak out here. There's a lot of things. Hold up, slide. So let me go ahead and you got what?
Well, now, when they always try to flip it, they always go to the scripture, it's not the golden tool that everybody but the problem man, it comes out of the man's mouth, and that's how they flip it, and that's what they say. I know, that's what they, I'm just telling you, that's what they say, that's how they flip, that's how I've always heard, that's how they flip it and say to us, and to what we're told, how to flip it.
Right. Okay. You want to get it? Blow up. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Turn to Proverbs 28:9. That's the answer for that. Proverbs 28:9.
Read it for me.
Yeah. Go ahead, bring it up, sir.
Proverbs 28:9. It says, "He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law." So it's a man that's turning his ear away from the law. Don't want to hear what the Most High has to say out of the Bible. They say, well, it's not what go in, it's not what come out. And they all this unlawful stuff that the Most High told them not to eat, which is the dietary law, which is in Leviticus 11th chapter and in the book of Deuteronomy. It says, even his prayer, because they praying over this food, and yet it's unlawful, and the Most High said not to eat it. According to Leviticus 11:47, he said, make the difference between clean and unclean food. It says, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So you eating something filthy and wicked, such as crab, lobster, and shrimp. You're going to be just as filthy as crab, lobster, and shrimp. Why? You disregard what the Most High say.
Matter of fact, what's that scripture? What is that? That house you brought out. It's not what a man eats. Put in his mouth that defile when it comes out. You got it. You got it. 15.
Matthew 15:11. It says, not that which goes into the mouth that defile a man, but that which cometh out of man that not that which goes into the mouth defile a man, but that was coming out of the mouth. This defiled the man. Matter of
Read
fact,
it over again.
not that was go into the mouth defile a man, but that was coming out of the mouth. This defile a man. It's saying not that which go into the mouth defile a man. So a lot of stuff comes into us. A lot of stuff goes into us. So it's not what comes in. Because you might be at a point to survive. Should you die and go hungry because you see something right there that's edible food? It might be unlawful, but you'll get to survive another day. That's all about living by the letter of the law, which kills you. You're going to die because you see something there that you can eat and survive another day. The Most High might not want you to perish at that time, so you might have to eat it, you might see something that you have to catch in the forest if you out in the wilderness. Should you die because you don't want to eat it, you want to stick to the letter of the law? And it says, not that which go into the mouth defile a man, but that which coming out of the mouth, which is speaking against the Most High, speaking heresies against the Most High, talking against the Most High, not doing these laws, statutes, commandments, telling lies. That which defiles the man.
Right, and this was.
So did you understand what he was saying?
Not in the beginning part, because you saying if it's like death, you may eat something like that?
Which means if you don't have no other option, you always at a point to die, and the Most High wants you to live on, and you see something in front of you, or you're not going to eat it, that's the same parable that.
If you on an island, and the only thing that you got to eat is pig, if you don't eat that pig, you're going to die. If you don't grab that crab out of the sea, you're going to die. Is it prudent to go ahead and starve and die a horrible death? Or do that which is unlawful for a minute and go ahead and live? That's all he's saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's not what's going into you, it's what comes out.
And that's what that's talking about. It's not talking about tongues, what he was talking about. And all of this, Yanamatane, Kodamakore, Sabana Salada, Kodada, Kalada, Chole. But you don't understand what the hell this pastor is saying. He might be saying, you disgusting dog, die. He might be saying,
I'm always talking about food, talking about things you eat. That's why I had asked that.
oh, the things that
He
you
was
eat.
talking about, he got on the point talking about things you eat.
Okay.
And he was saying how they pray over lobster and things like that before they eat, and how they pray over something that's not clean or they still eating.
Okay.
So and I reverted back to why the scripture they always use to justify that. When it is, why that's the scripture they always taught. You need to justify that.
All right, they cannot justify that with that scripture, because that scripture is dealing with a completely different situation. If you are just completely disobeying the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and I'm saying that I'm going to use this as an excuse to go ahead and eat and do what I want to do, that is a sin. It's unlawful and it's worthy of death. And guess what? They get death. They get diabetes, heart disease. We are the number one demographic of people that die of heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and everything attributed to eating unlawful food. We die from it. And that's telling you something very significant, that other races of people, especially Koreans, Chinese, they eat frog, live frog, raw, unlawful fish, crab, lobster, all of this type of stuff. And they don't die the way we do. We we die ridiculously. Like we had strokes, diabetes. If you go into a hospital, everybody that got diabetes is black. Everybody that got diabetes is black. Because why? Because we are the true Jews of the Bible, and we are the only ones that made a covenant, a pact with the Lord. So we're going to die in ridiculous numbers because we are doing things that are unlawful and breaking the contract of the Most High. When we eat that lobster and that shrimp and that crab, we die. So when they're telling, when these pastors and preachers are saying, using this scripture as an excuse, they're saying, go ahead and die. That's exactly what they're saying. Go ahead, use this as an excuse, and go ahead and die. And that's exactly what we do.
All right, so I want to point real quick about it. All right, now, in this scripture, though, this was speaking on, and I'm going to take it to the line time. If this scripture was speaking on them not, disciples and most, and, and Christ not washing their hands. So pretty much just talking about, you dirty, you eating with dirty hands. Christ is trying to tell them, like, it don't matter. Like, don't worry about, my men not washing their hands, or us not washing our hands. What do you do? Like, do you serve the Most High the way that you should? You understand? Like, that's what the scripture was talking about. Now, is any precepts to pretty much prove, to show, because y'all was saying that if it's nothing else to eat, like, just because there's scriptures, and there's scriptures about stories about brothers that have died, like the brothers that died, because they wouldn't eat pork, eat pork. You understand? Like, it ain't, I hear what y'all was saying, but like, is there any scripture that would help back that up? Just to, if there's nothing else around, you can eat the pork.
I know in the Apocrypha, it's a slight example of that, to where a wicked king was trying to make one of the brothers trying to make them eat unlawful food, and he said no. And they was killing them off because they would not eat it, and they would hold fast until the Most High's law and what the Most High had said. Because in another sense, this is a good example. I know everybody's seen the movie Soul Food, right? Agree with that, right? Look at what happened to Big Mama. She had all that stuff on the table, right? And she said, "Oh, I love God," and, but yet she eating unlawful food. And like Christ said in Matthew 15:6, so Matthew, it says in Matthew 15:8, it says, "These people draw nigh to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me." Which means she wasn't following no commandments. So her mind was so far from the Most High and feeding her family these food. And look where she ended up at almost the middle or the ending of the movie. She died because eating all that unlawful stuff. So it's not what's going into you, it's whether you're going to do what the Most High says. Because all that stuff she talk about, love the Most High, I love God, this is a God-fan family. Love of the Most High is keeping the commandments. 1 John 5:3.
And nobody is saying that if you on an island, stuck on an island, and there's nothing to eat but pork, that you should eat that pork. That's not a point that I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you, your faith. Have faith in the Most High.
Right.
Have faith. You know what? Don't eat that goddamn pork. Don't eat that shrimp, crab, and lobster, even if it means your life. There were brothers in Israel that the white man was cutting off their feet, cutting off their knees, cutting off their hands, and gouging out their tongues because they wouldn't eat pork. And you know what? How many brothers was it?
7.
It was 7 brothers, and they went down the line of murdering and torturing 7 brothers, and every brother would not eat that pork. And when it got to every brother, they did like this.
Right.
Cut off my tongue,
Right.
cut off my hands, cut off my feet, torture me, but I'm not eating that. That's the nobility of black people. Only a black man could be that noble. Why? Because we know that we gonna live again.
Right.
That's all.
Done. Understand? Did we finish that? What we got? Did we get Ecclesiastes 30 and 20? You did that? You good on that, sister? Christ.
Ecclesiastes,
Come on, God. 30 and 20.
come. Ecclesiastes 30 and 20. He said with his eyes and groaned, as a eunuch that embraced of a virgin and sight.
You understand? It's pretty much just to give an example. When they say that he seeth he seeth with his eyes and groaneth. You understand? This is pretty much brother saying like, all right, you see it with your eyes and you like, dang. He see it as a unit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Pretty much a unit is any brother that a non-sexual active brother. You understand? Like he see it and embraces a virgin. You understand? This brother, he see a bad. It's like imagine, you know what I mean, as a man, you see a bad little virgin. You understand? There's a virgin. Ain't never been touched. You understand? Which is unheard of, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't GMS, so we talk about an adult woman. You know what I'm saying? That you want. She a virgin. So you like, man, yeah, she bad. You understand? But you can't do nothing because you a unit. You understand? Your rod not working right. You understand? It's not working. You understand? This is, and you see this virgin and you just sigh. Yeah. You just in your head. You got all types of thoughts in your head, but ain't nothing that. Ain't nothing working. You understand? Yeah, you want it. But you know what I mean, that's pretty much to the tune of you're not strong enough. You understand? Like you don't have that strength. And that's pretty much what it that's what that you're weak. You understand? So you need some type of idol or some type of ritual to deal with, some type of Jewish fable. You understand? In order to make you better. You understand? You tell yourself, you know what I mean, things that, you know what I mean, like you tell yourself like I can do it. I want to, but your everything in you is telling you that you're not gonna make it. You understand? Like you're not gonna do it. You need that rabbit foot. You understand? You need that horseshoe. You need to throw that salt over your shoulder. You understand? In order to get you strength, because you don't have strength. You understand? It's just like you need strength. It's just like a woman telling herself, you know what I mean? He don't love me. You understand? He don't love me. You know what I mean? You guys, especially, you know what I mean, a lot of brothers, they got more than one ring. They tell you know what I mean? He don't love me. Nobody loves me. You understand? Like he hates me. This is the thing, like you gotta understand. You're building that weakness up. When you tell yourself things like that, like you know what I mean? It's not gonna work. He loves this person more than he loves me. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. You understand? Like then you build a life off of telling yourself that you're hated by everybody. Nobody cares about you at all. When you build that, you listen to, you know what I mean? People go through heartbreak. People listen to sad songs, you know what I mean? We listen to everything that makes us feel worse. You understand? Like, and now you're hurt, now you're feeling depressed, you're hurt, the fear, of losing that person, it gets stronger, it gets greater. Because now you're feeding it. You understand? Yeah, you're feeding that fear. You understand? Let me get Acts 17 and 22, sir. Yeah, we everything is built on fear. Like all these weird sayings and these rituals are built on fear. Even down to the the blessing. I hate blessings. Like and it's so sad because now my baby boy say blessing. I gotta tell her he's 2 years old. He around everybody that's in the world. You understand? I sneeze. He can't even say it right. I'm like, stop. Like, don't say that. You know what I mean? I gotta keep saying it. I gotta build this young boy up and make sure that that's not a part of his life to get into superstition and stupid stuff that everybody else is speaking. You understand? Because the world will make you feel like you rude. You don't say bless you. I'm around people, I'm a contractor. So I'm around, different people all the time. Everybody sneezing. And I don't say nothing. But they dang, really? That's you, brother. Get something for that. And everybody, they look at you like, something like, then you got to explain yourself. You got to, I ain't being rude. I just don't say that. So you got something,
Yeah, that's how you make it. You got sound come from your body, and they don't say that when you fall. They don't say that.
Most of the that's a hell of a point. Yeah, most definitely. Like that's, You burp, you say excuse me. You understand? Because like, dang, that was a little rude. Man, I didn't expect that. Man, it's quiet in here. But nobody says any of that stuff. It all comes from crazy. Matter of fact, before you give me, let me see, I'll pull that up, try to have it ready. Thought I was gonna have it ready. Time's limit down. I'm gonna just bless you. Anybody can look it up. It comes from during the plague. Everybody, people thought that you would die. They felt like it was if they said a prayer. It's not even a prayer. It's just saying bless you. You just say bless you. You understand? Something real quick. Something unthought of, just real quick. You understand? You guys understand?
Exactly. That's what that nursery rhyme London Bridges is about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Them sneezing and they was falling the hell out and died.
Oh, okay.
And ashes to where they would go ahead and sneeze and die, and they would have to bury you where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Or burn the body, basically.
You understand? Matter of fact, it's a small thing that we live by. You know what I'm saying? Like I know everybody that heard of this because this when it comes to Judah, you understand? Like this real rap. You understand? Like the witch riding your back. You understand? Matter of fact, did you hear that where you was from? Where you from? You from an island, right? Say it again. Yeah, exactly. From the island. Was that something that was heavy over there? The witch riding your back when you sleep and you just can't get up?
Yeah, I had that.
Did they call it the witch riding your back though?
Well, they call it witchcraft.
Witchcraft or just witchcraft? Alright, well man, we call it Judah, we call it a witch riding your back.
Oh, you call it different.
Come. You know what I mean? Like it's superstition. You understand? It's nothing but sleep paralysis. You understand? Like your body is woke. You know what I mean? When we go to sleep, we give off chemicals in our body. You know what I mean? That and sometimes like you'll be asleep. Your mind might wake up, but your body is still asleep. Like that, and you in the middle of that chemical weighing off. You understand? So it's like, all right, now you woke, you seeing stuff, but you can't get up. You're like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, oh, I'm looking, I see everything, but I can't get up. People say that's the witch riding your back, but forever. That's what's always been told. That the witch riding your back. When there's nothing but sleep paralysis. Matter of fact, the definition of sleep paralysis: a temporary inability to move or speak while falling asleep or upon waking. Sleep paralysis most often occurs in people who have narcolepsy, or sleep apnea, but it can affect anyone. You understand? Like a lot of times that happens when you real tired. Say that you done worked, you done put in hella hours at work, and you come home and you just forgot, you just drop. You understand? It can happen. It's one of those things that can happen. You just gotta understand, like it's no witch. There's no witch riding your back. You understand? And then when you give into that fear, then you give into it. Because matter of fact, before we get into Acts, sir, let me get Job 2:2. Understand? Because we need to understand where demons are. Because a lot of times we'll get into those fears, and then we'll give them the power. You understand? Like we give those demons the power to have over us. We it's like being scared of the dark. We hit these lights. Everything that's in this room is still in this room. You understand? When you hit these lights, everything go off. There's nothing else. There's nothing in this room, but everything that's in this room. Everybody that's in this room is still in this room. You understand? That's what we gotta understand. When you give into that fear, then you got that for me, sir. Let me get that. Let me get that.
Come. Job 2:2.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
Right.
from whence cometh thou? And Satan answered the Lord,
Right.
and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up, down in it.
You understand? Perfect precept for you to understand. Perfect precept for us to understand. You understand? If the demons are already, they're walking to and fro and up and down in the earth. We got to understand that if you're scared of what you think is under your feet, or if you're scared of the dark when the lights go off, just understand that the demons are walking up and down to and fro. So if they're walking up and down to and fro, they looking for a weak person. You understand? If you give them the opportunity to be like, if you're scared when the lights go off, you're like, what's going? If you hear some noises, you like, yo, what's that? When that demon walking to and fro, they're gonna be walking, and you think you're gonna walk past, they might be like walking, and then they see you like, hold up. Y'all go ahead. I got this one right here. And you make them thirsty. Like how brothers be when you see a sister, a bad one, you understand, you see brothers get thirsty. You understand? That's one of you, that's one I was saying. You thirsty. What you thirsty? You make a demon thirsty. You make them want you. They looking at you like, yeah. Oh, look at the fear in his face. After that, you make whatever you're scared of, you make that demon give life to it. You understand? And the only thing that gives it life is your mind. Because none of it is real. You give it life. You make it, your mind creates whatever it is. If you go in the bathroom and you cut the lights off, and you throw water on it, and you Bloody Mary. You turn around, you understand? You understand that, you understand? But we go into class with that. What I need y'all to understand, Israel, get strength. You understand? Get strength. Because fear the Most High. That's what you need to fear. Above anything, fear the Most High. That's the only thing that's going to keep you right. You understand? And with that, we're going to pass the precept. We're going to pass the class over to Officer 5000. One block. You understand? With that, shalom.
Absolutely excellent, absolutely powerful, man. Hey, look, that was absolutely powerful. That what the priest brought out, man. Because we got to look out for these pastors
these lying pastors who absolutely butcher the doctrine of Christ and come up and start talking in tongues which you don't know what the hell they talking about. You don't know what they talking about. I'm not kind. They talking about Lord there. You don't know what they talking about, man. It's absolutely evil. And look, right? And look, what the priest brought out was absolutely on point, because they could be telling you the truth about the evil that they doing, about the molestation that they doing to our children, about the homosexuality that they perpetuating in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know what the hell they talking about. Right? We just don't know. But we think it's holy. It's something from God. They're speaking in tongues, and that's something from God. When tongues has nothing to do with that idiocy, man. Tongues is just the 12 tribes that were scattered, that came back from all the places and all the countries and all the cultures and societies that they were in, that came back and spoke all kinds of different languages, man. Right. That's the tongues that the Bible was talking about. Now, what the Christian church is talking about is absolute idiocy, because the Christian church is based upon the doctrine of the white man, who is the devil the Bible speaks of. The white man cannot discern what's in the Bible. He don't know what the hell the Bible was talking about. Could not. The white man think that the snake in the Garden of Eden was an actual snake. Right. See, you know what I'm saying? Was an actual snake. But we know, because the Jews of the Bible are black, and this is a black book, that is a metaphor. And it's talking about a man, a lying, belly crawling piece of garbage. That's the snake in the Garden of Eden. But of course, everything that the white man says has to and must be true. Because, like we went over earlier, we look for a nation, we look for help from a nation that is in vain. You understand? That is absolutely insane. We beg white people for help, to help us in our situation, which is absolutely egregious. To help us in our affliction, the same affliction that they caused. Now, we went over earlier that they found $10 million in cocaine right here in Baltimore. $10 million. Let's stop playing. Let's stop BSing with this, man. Black people don't control and don't have the political prowess, the monetary prowess, or the warehousing industries, or the transportation industries to transport and deliver and distribute $10 million worth of cocaine, man. What the hell are we playing with here? The government is distributing this goddamn cocaine in our neighborhoods, man. You telling me that my baby girl ain't worthy of having a neighborhood free of drugs and stress and affliction? That's what I got to live with. I got to live with that. I got to accept it. And I got to say that the people that are doing it, you know, we got to forgive them. Everybody got to be forgiven, because God loves everybody. So the people that are destroying our people must be forgiven. And then we got to look for those people for help. It's egregious, man. It's absolutely insane. It is absolutely, look. as black people, we look at the affliction of black people and say that, you know what, this is black people's fault because you're on drugs, you decided to do that. Look, when you have a people who have all the political and monetary power in your community that constantly shovels dope in your community, usurp the businesses in your community, and on top of that, takes the culture of black people and promotes criminality and drug dealing. That's the combination and the ingredients of chemical warfare, brother. And that's exactly what's happening in our neighborhood. Chemical warfare. You can't unleash a mustard gas attack and then say, just because, I unleashed it, but you stood downwind and you sniffed it in. That's egregious, man. And that's the thinking of a white man. To absolutely absolve himself of all culpability of the barbarism that he do to black people. I'm going to take and put all the blame on the victims because I have all the political and monetary power to do this to these people. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to blame it on that people. And because of the affliction that I have dealt out to these people, I'm going to blame them for it, and goddamn it, they gonna believe it. I'm gonna humble them. We so goddamn humble that we turn around and go ask white people for reparations. Right. What the hell is reparations going to do but help white people? Right. If you give me $3,000 for all of the suffering that my ancestors went through, what I'm gonna do with that $3,000? Buy some dope, buy a car, buy a house. How the hell is that helping me? That's going to go right back to the white economy that's goddamn it destroying me, man. We got to come back to each other and to the Most High, baby. Right. You know what? I had a scripture in mind. God damn it, I done forgot it. You Negro. Damn it. I had it. It was in my mind for a second. Hold up, what I had. Give me enemies in Ecclesiastes, man.
Ecclesiastes, what is it? Ecclesiastes 12 and 20.
What is it? Hold up. 12 and 10. Give me that. Give me that. I'm gonna end it out. We gotta understand our enemies, man, because we go in the Bible, and when it talks about forgiving our enemies, it's talking about our enemies amongst Israel. We got to go into the Apocrypha, the same Apocrypha that the white man excluded from the Bible, man. We got to go into the Apocrypha and find out about our real enemies, man. The white man is our enemy on a genetic level. He doesn't even understand how he hates us so much. Look, I go out on social media and I listen to our goddamn enemies. Nobody else does it because they fear what the enemy says. The enemy says, we want another slaughter. There should be a genocide of black people because they're animals. The white man afflicted us with criminality. This is what we don't understand. When you throw the dope in our community, take all the businesses and promote criminality, you have a people that are now psychologically disrupted. So we start doing things like hating ourselves. And this is exactly what the white man wanted. This was prescribed. This was thought out. He dissected us mentally, physically, spiritually. He dissected us and looked at us and came up with a plan that would destroy us. You know what? At the same time, the white man said, I want to get my hands dirty with their blood. It ain't enough that they take that dope and destroy and kill themselves. I want some blood on my hands. So that's why the KKK, the neo-Nazi and the skinheads, they want a slaughter. They want to murder us by hand. Look at your goddamn social media. Don't only look at your friends, look at your damn enemy. Find out what he's talking about, man. Give me that, man. You got that? Come on, let's go.
Ecclesiastes, verse 10.
Move, let's go.
Never trust thy
Never trust thine enemy. The Native American Indians calls the white man, what did he call the white man? Let's see who knows. Somebody raise their hand. Let's go. Not the Zol.
Man that speaks with a forked tongue.
Pale face speak with a forked tongue because he's a liar. And the pale face is to differentiate him from everybody else because he's the only one that does not have melanin. And that's how you know who the murderer is. More. Let's go.
For like an iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
You better believe if iron rust, if you have something that's made of iron and it is anywhere near condensation, God damn it, is going to rust. The white man is going to lie. He's going to put dope in our communities. He's going to take the chaos that came from that dope, put more racist police in our communities, and destroy us, man. He's going to do that. He's going to do that. That's just his nature. He created criminality in black communities. He created drug addiction in black communities. And from that addiction, from that criminality, he came in and said, let me help you with that. Let me help you with that. What's going on in your community? Let me help you with that criminality. Let me put more police on the street. Let me help my people by paying them so much goddamn overtime that they didn't work for. The Baltimore Police Department pays millions in overtime that they never work. The white man's the devil. Tell me the white man ain't the devil. God damn it. Finish it off. Let's go.
Though he humble himself,
he come at us with humility to tell us you got a problem in your community. You got a problem with your culture. You got a rap culture that's a culture of criminality that's teaching your children to murder one another and to sell dope. This is the same culture that the white man pushes upon us. He does not push out the singers and the rappers that are positive. He pushes out the ones that talk about selling dope and murdering their own goddamn people. Go.
And go crouching. Yet take good heed and beware of him.
He crouched in the night. He crouched when we unaware. He has dissected us mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. He knows every goddamn move we gonna make. The white man is the devil. Go.
And thou shalt unto him as thou hast wet a looking glass.
Look, check this out, man. The white man got his shit together, man. So Salaki.
Hey, with a glass.
Salaki. Salakia family. So I didn't mean to say that. Salakia. Look, he got his stuff together, man. He know what the hell he do, man. And look, check this out. We are in what the Bible calls an evil case. It's an evil case. We just know we are in what you would call a catch-22. We look for this nation, these white people, to help us. We want them desperately to help us and have some empathy for us. Christians are going to white people all the time. They set up with Donald Trump, who is the most avid racist in America. You understand? He wants all Mexicans, all South Americans dead. There was a South American and his little child dead trying to cross the Grand Rio, what was it? Because they couldn't cross the border, and they trying to get the hell away from all these drug dealers that's murdering and killing and destroying that Trump is working with and giving them the weaponry to do. The same way he puts the dope in our communities so that we die. Look, we got to wake the hell up.
Right.
We got to have some understanding. Look, the only way we're going to be able to survive this is with each other. Because the white man is about to slaughter the hell out of us, man. Look, I'm out of here. Look, we are the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West 125th Street up in Harlem, New York. We're all under the commanding General Yahanna. And we all need to come to hell together. We got a sanctuary down in Baltimore where you can find some relief, God damn it. And thanks to priest and powerful prophet Al-Azhar. And tonight has been absolutely revealing, man. And go out to I.S.U.P.K, be more, MD, and subscribe. Much love to all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Peace. Yes, do it. Oh, that's all.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission to marry. Will get permission from the head to marry, tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, which means 10th in Hebrew, and is pronounced Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to the treasury department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy events. We got next week, we got the hard-hitting Southeast cookout down South Carolina. with them brothers down there.
That's right.
And we coming to, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a heavy hitting weekend starting out with, GEN.YAHANNA on Thursday. And then we got Captain Katazai coming with the heavy hitting 12 tribe breakdown. And then we got Captain Tazariak from Captain Tazariak too on Sunday, I think. But check the school for further details and find out further notice. Remind every Akim and Aquathium to check out social media such as I.S.U.P.K.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and material. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which include black boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. With that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak. Sister Stan, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Shemiah Shah. Repeat after me, sister. Yahweh, Shema, Adon, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Matah, class dismissed.